Yeah, okay, okay, but you're not listening to me, Donald. Donald Trump, Mr. Trump, you're not listening to me.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
Okay, I understand. I understand. And what I'm trying to say is that I'm sorry. I apologize for any negative things I may have said. And I love you and I want to be your friend. I need your private Facebook account, maybe. That could be a good start.
Look, I'm really rich.
Okay, okay, I like to have rich friends, you know. All right.
I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall.
Okay, Don. Okay, I'm not going to argue this. All right, we'll talk later because I got a show to make here, right? Okay, okay, take care of yourself, right? And God bless you. Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Trump. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, guys. Fuck. We're going to start it. You're recording? You're recording? I'm on the phone. It was a private phone call. I wasn't ready for the show. All right, forget it. Man, I have to deal with you people. You know, I don't know. Think you like your job? I hope so. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. This is the Hippie Pastor. I'm back online. Oh man, I got a lot to talk about. I hope I can fit it all into this little sequence. But and we're here for the words of Jesus. We're Jesus people here. We love Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. We love you. And so I have some interesting things to share before we can get into reading any of the words of Jesus. And actually, I need to make a confession to all you people is that I've been slightly very depressed. Isn't that weird? Animals don't know what the meaning of the word depressed means. Poor people don't know what the meaning of the word depressed means. It seems to be a disease that afflicts the children of the rich. Everybody now has time and the luxury of depression. Whereas, meanwhile, life is just the peace train is just passing on by, man. We're just passing through, and we're not here to stay. And you want to live your life on medication and being depressed. I guess it's a choice, because we're all gonna die and go to heaven. So there. But you know what? Just to break up this depression, before I get into myself, this little song was composed by a dear friend of mine. I must acknowledge his name. His name is Alex Nathanson. Alex Nathanson received the inspiration to this beautiful song, which I cannot do justice, man. But I'll try my best. Just to... Everybody can be happy. Everybody can be happy. With a little love, everybody can be happy, happy to be living. With a little love, I feel a great desire. I want to set my heart on fire, and I with a little love, everybody can be happy. Yes. Okay, see, we're getting happy now. Thanks to Alex Nathanson and his inspiration from the positive energies of the sun. With a little love. Yeah. Oh, Alex, I hope you're still singing that kind of stuff. Okay, dudes, ladies and gents. Alright, like I said, I was depressed. Tragedy has struck. I'm here, and right now, okay, I'll say where I am. I'm in Lima, Peru. I gotta say it. And I've been here 3 years, doing my, independent missionary work. And it's been a blessing because you find a lot of needy souls, a lot of drug addicts on the streets, a lot of people that really need help, and very receptive. I found the criminal element in Lima, Peru to be extremely receptive. especially when they're not working, committing crime, and you catch them in their moments of leisure. That's the trick. But I found them to be extremely receptive. Even children, there's criminal children, there's homeless children, there's drug addict children roaming the streets, and so there's a lot to do here. But then on the other hand, you find that the private citizens, supposedly the normal, well-to-do, okay people, they're not very open. It's just a very closed society, and it can get rather depressing. So, I'm here. I took this step of faith, and I live with two dogs, two Labrador dogs. I was going to take a picture of them. Well, one is black and the other one is a yellow lab, and they're beautiful. They're full breed, beautiful animals. But my black lab had a miscarriage at 6 years old. She had eight puppies, and they all were born dead. And she almost died, but a dear veterinarian friend saved her life, having to remove her uterus because of the infection which had developed. This is very sad for me. So I'm being hit with depression and sadness from all sides here in the streets, and try to deal with people. You come out, you say hello, and they look at you with hate. And I'm not talking about the drug addicts and the criminals. I'm talking about the so-called, citizens, well-behaved citizens. It's just, the indifference is just shocking. And I allowed myself to fall into this hate and depression. And I got to get out of here. So I'm praying for a miracle on that. And I really appreciate your presence. And, I just wanted to tell you what's going on in my life. And I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop it right now. And I'm going to get back to the place of happiness. Pray for me, guys. This is embarrassing to admit all these things, but I must admit them. So there you have it. Okay, so we are on chapter 6, the book of Matthew, and we're in verse 16. Jesus speaking. Moreover, when you fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, that's aimed at me, man. Lord is arrow shooting his arrow right at my heart, man. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head and wash thy face, that thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. How beautiful. So, in other words, here I am, like a sad countenance, like they're disfiguring my face, like the hypocrites. That's not what I want to do. I want to be of a happy countenance and bring and share the happiness. Like they say, a smile can go around the world, man. You go out and you give somebody a smile, and then they give somebody else a smile, and before you know it, the world is changing. And it's not easy sometimes, but I guess teamwork, man. I'm just praying that the Lord will provide me with a family, spiritual family. And, basically that's what I had to say. Okay, so there goes Jesus again. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So, it's talking about, against being materialistic and expecting, to be happy with earthly things that you can't take with you when you pass away, even though the ancient tribes and peoples would be buried with, with the treasures, if they ever bury me, I want to be buried with a few condoms in case there's sex in heaven. The treasures, I think they have a different sense of money, of currency over there. But condoms, yes, just in case. And it says here, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. In other words, if your heart is in material things, you're never going to be happy. You're always going to want more. And so you got to put your heart in eternal, spiritual values of sharing, of forgiveness, of loving, of being clean, of being loving God, and being able to love your fellow man, and in forgiveness, and in being happy and in being thankful. So may God help the Hippie Pastor, which is me, to be more thankful and more happy and more appreciative. I bless you people. Thanks for listening, and we're coming back full steam ahead. I'm going to get a better showroom and improve the quality of the shows, and I love you. I love you very much. Thank you.